Hello, this is Mike Johnson taking you on an inside and outside full video tour of this 2018 Mercedes-Benz motorhome. Now it's built as a 2018 Thor Freedom Elite 24 FE with a full wall slide and lots of storage. There's a lot of outside cargo storage and there's a lot of inside storage, especially compared to very similar looking motorhomes. This full wall slide and the extra storage capability this has makes it a standout unit compared to very similar looking floor planned motorhomes by other manufacturers. Stabilizer jacks in the back. Gonna try to keep this video as short as I can. It's got a color backup camera, wide view up on the top, a full length power main awning, glossy mirror finish exterior. Look at the reflection and shine in the side of this. There's a lot of storage. Now this compartment, this outside compartment is heated. It's very large, and inside you have your large freshwater tank. Now I say this is heated, so when you're running the furnace inside to keep the coach warm, there's a duct that keeps this compartment warm and it keeps your fresh water from freezing and your water lines as well, so you can enjoy your water even if it's below freezing conditions. It's very nice. Water tank, so it won't freeze if you go into freezing conditions. Now I bought this motorhome and filmed this video in April 2020, offering it for sale in May 2020. This has been driven from the east of the United States to the west, over 2,000 miles. When you're thinking about what do you want to do for a vacation this year, you're thinking, let's go on a cruise ship. Maybe not. Let's go in a hotel and rent cars. You know what? Here's your stay at home away from home. Right here, you've got a restroom, a kitchen, everything self-contained. So when you want to stay home, but you don't want to stay home, this is the ideal solution. You can head for the hills. You can head for the desert. It's a very nice way to go. And when you're looking for a campground to stay in, you can Google search for KOAs or KOA campground or campgrounds. But there's also a great app you should have. It's called the Good Sam app. And here's some screenshots of it. It's great to find your campground, and some of the campgrounds are rated with 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see if it's good before you even go, and you can call and make reservations. Now this RV has a full wall slide out. It's very clean inside. It's been professionally cleaned by a housekeeper and a professional auto detailer. And you know, this one is nice. The lighted compartments, some of them are heated. It's a lot of storage. It gets great fuel mileage too. If you're driving this, you can expect to get 10 to 15 miles per gallon. If you drive it really conservative, you might get 15 miles per gallon. If you drive it like a maniac, you're probably going to get about 10 because it's got that 3-liter diesel engine. This RV also has a nice generator. It's got the Cummins Onan 3600 watt generator. It's a very quiet, smooth running generator. It runs on propane, so that makes it a lot more reliable than other types of generators. You got, look at all this storage. We'll throw in this diesel fuel can with the RV. You got all this storage. These compartments are all lighted. This RV has an outside shower right here. This is your outside shower and your outside freshwater hookup. Now this one also has the Insta-Hot tankless water heater. This here is the tankless water heater. I'm going to show you more about the tankless water heater when we go on inside. It's located outside of here. Up front, that's your Mercedes-Benz 3-liter diesel. It's a V6 turbo diesel engine. So you got that turbocharged engine, great for climbing over mountain grades at high elevation because the engine can still breathe even at high altitude. It's very nice setup. Great fuel economy. I already mentioned it once, but I'll bring it up again. 11 miles per gallon If you drive a Maniac, 15 if you're take it easy. Here's the specifications for the RV. You got a full length awning with an LED light. I'll open the awning up a little bit here for you. It's very windy today, so there's only so much I can do here due to the wind conditions. Turning on the awning LED light and extending the awning so you can see it moving out. Extending. Just give it a minute here. I'll open it halfway for you here. We're having our Santa Ana winds when I'm filming this. There's an awning LED light. That light strip is pretty nice. It really lights up your campground. And bugs don't seem to like LED light, so it doesn't really attract bugs, which is really cool. You have a lot of light and less bugs. Your handle to make it easy to get in and out. Let's put the awning in here. Rewinding it back in. This full length patio awning. It's a nice big awning. It's a bigger awning than some of these big giant Class A motorhomes have. It's a full length on the campground side. You don't have to get a stick and flip knobs or anything like that. Big towing mirrors. Class C, so you got easy entry into the cab. Nice floor mat, vinyl flooring, so you sweep it clean. You don't have to worry about carpets holding smells and things like that. You got this. Get your whisk broom out and sweep it out. Don't have to worry about spill your coffee on the floor. You just throw a towel down and wipe it up. No stains. Bring a vacuum with you and you can vacuum it out. You got so much storage you can fit a vacuum in here. It's very nice. Over the cab you have these LED puddle lamps which light up so you're not going to step blindly out when you get out in the mud or rain. You can see what you're stepping on. It's very nice. There's 4 rooftop vents. We're going to go up on the roof and take a look at that later in the video. And then let's go inside and have a look inside. So we're going inside to take a look at the 24 FE. This again is April 2020. This is the second of the 24 FEs that I've had. This one is the new video for this one. It's never had a video before. This is the one I have currently available, but I had one a few weeks ago and that one sold. People are looking at an RV as an ideal vacation or getaway opportunity right now compared with other possible vacation alternatives, because it's a self-contained place to stay. And as I show you here, this has a full queen size bed, storage over the bed, which there's a lot more storage than this similar coaches. If you look at other coaches, they don't have storage over the bed, but this one has storage over the bed, and it has storage over the dinette. It's an oversized dinette, large tabletop with a dream drop-down dinette, and then cab over bunk, so 1 or 2 kids or adults could fit up here. This is a full-size bed up here. And then you've got cup holders up there. You've got LED lights overhead. And on the 24 FE, the TV is not in the way of the bunk. So if you want to use it for storage, you don't have to worry about the TV being in your way. I'm going to try to keep the AC off of the microphone, but there's a lot of room up here. You can either use it for storage or bring additional guests and put them up there over the cab. There are 4 seat belts in this coach, so if you have one kid or grandkid up there and another kid or grandkid up here, then you got 2 grandkids. But you have a big floor space over here, so if you had a third kid or grandkid or guest, you could inflate a twin mattress right here on the floor and have room for them. But in the rear bed, whether it's 1 of you or 2 of you, you got the queen back here. And I'm going to show how this puts away. It's super easy. When you're done sleeping, or if you're over the road, this mattress flips up and then the slide comes in. Before we do that though, we're going to talk about the storage. So we've got a nice queen bed and a lot of storage. We're going to take a look inside this cabinet here and show you in here. It's dark, so I have an extra supplemental light. But you've got your clothes hangers here, and then you have shelves behind. So you can hang your clothes up there, put your folded clothes or towels behind, and underneath we have these big drawers. These drawers open up deep and they're very wide. If you look at other motorhomes, the drawers are half as wide or half as deep. These are super size drawers to have a place for all your clothes. This makes it nice and comfy. Now let's make this into a bed. I'm going to show you how this turns into a bed. So this is called a dream dinette. So it has what I refer to as a table vader. So you release this little handle here, flip it that way, and then the whole table, you get up and you push it down and it drops like an elevator. Then you put your cushions on top of here to turn this into a bed. You have a bed where one person, possibly two cozy people or young people can sleep, like really young. But yeah, you have room. You have room for sleeping here. You have a similar size room for sleeping here if you put an inflatable bed. Two back there. So how many could sleep? I would say 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 people could sleep in here. But there are only seatbelts for 4. If you needed more seatbelts, you'd have to add your own, because the manufacturer didn't want to be liable for more than 4 seatbelts. So 4 seatbelts included with the RV, and that's your sleeping configuration. It's got a lot of room. Let's walk back and see how much space you have. Got your queen bed. Video tour of the interior. We'll talk in a minute about the front seats. Let's go see the bathroom and the kitchen. Nice big kitchen. So there's a lot of storage in here, including the kitchen, because on this unit they give you a 3-burner cooktop and they put the microwave down below. So with a 3-burner cooktop on top, easy to cook your stuff, and the microwave is down here like an oven. It is a convection oven, so you can bake in here just like a regular baking oven, but it's electrically heated and it's a microwave. Because the microwave is down here, you get a lot more counter space above. You got all this cabinet pantry space. If you look at similar motorhomes with the microwave up here, you know, you lose a lot of space for storage. So that's an advantage. If you need a gas oven for dry camping, you want to cook outside. It's small in here anyways. There's additional storage up here. You got a Blu-ray player up here, and it's got HDMI splitter, so you can watch Blu-ray on both TVs at the same time. Nice size refrigerator, freezer. Now this is a 3-phase absorption style refrigerator. So with 3-phase refrigerator, you run on propane in 12-volt power when you're dry camping, and it's got a long battery life. Or you have electric 110 volt power if you're plugged in or running the generator, and you can run it in auto mode or gas mode. So it's fully operational. We can turn that on and it comes to life. The light comes on inside and everything. It's been professionally cleaned by our housekeeper. So the refrigerator has been professionally cleaned. The whole inside of the RV has been cleaned. Let's take a look at the restroom. So as we look at the restroom in the rig here, it is a large restroom with a very nice shower. We put on a brand new premium shower head on here. And I'm going to talk now about this gizmo over here. This is your instant hot water heater. So you can turn this sucker on and then you can set your temperature. There you go. It says temperature set to 104 Fahrenheit. That's like a little bit hotter than a jacuzzi. I'll turn this down. 103, 102, 101. Let me explain how this works. If you set the temperature for 100 degrees or 101 degrees, that's kind of like a hot jacuzzi temperature, up to 104, no more than that. And then when you take a shower, you don't even need to touch the cold water. Don't touch the cold water. You just turn on the hot water, and the hot water is not like burning hot. It's only jacuzzi hot. You can turn it even hotter if you want, but you shouldn't do that. You turn it to like 101, 102, 103, and then you just turn on your hot water. And I'm going to demonstrate because we're fully functional here. So you turn on the hot water, and right now it's cold, but in a couple seconds it's going to get hot because it's insta hot. Now this is an aerated shower head, so you get even with just barely turning on the water, you have a nice stream of water in here. And then this is aimable, so you can do different styles. You can do the traditional shower, but this aerated gives you good pressure with just barely turning on the water. You see how little I turn it? I turn it not even a quarter turn. That's an eighth of a turn. That's all I needed to turn it on. So if you're dry camping, like we're in the middle of a parking lot, and we have our shower going, but it's warming up already because the water has to travel from the water heater to the shower head. But yeah, you're already in your comfortable shower now. And you look over here, it tells you what's going on. It's detected the shower is going on, the furnace is burning, and it's outputting 102 degrees right now. So you jump in and take your hot shower, and you enjoy yourself. Now, if you're in the campground, you can take extended long showers, but if you're dry camping, you know, I only turn on the hot water an eighth of a turn, so your water will last a really long time with this shower head and that ultra hot water heater. It's nice and warm, hot water here. So if you want it hotter, you can turn it hotter. If you don't want it hotter, you just leave it like that. Now, when you're ready to pause, you know, soap up to save water, you can turn it to different positions like that. That's kind of semi-off. It's still got a little bit of flow, so you have hot water accessible. It's just barely trickling out. But then you turn it back to your setting there to continue the rest of your shower. That's how it works. And it has a shower curtain, so you have your privacy in there. That's a good long demonstration of the shower. And you have weatherproof vent covers in the shower, so you can leave your vents open so the steam and stuff goes out when you're taking your shower, so you have fresh air. Or if somebody's doing their business in the toilet, fresh air going on, and you have that fan up there, turn that on, keep your fresh air circulating through. So it's a very nice setup. You've got a handle here, so if you need to use a restroom when you're going down the road, you can hold on to something. And you've got a stainless steel sink over here. So we got our hot water coming through the sink already, and cold water as well. But you know, you'll never be burning yourself with the instant hot water heater because it's set like it's spa temperature. It'll never burn you. You'll never be like, ow, get angry and burned and stuff like that. Medicine cabinet for storage. Hey, there's something valuable, a roll of toilet paper. We'll include that free with RV because and I mentioned the shower head was brand new. Here's the package. We bought that shower head brand new, so it's brand new shower head. Towel racks over here, and then when it's not in use, you just push the button to turn off the water heater and the system is shut down, so ready. Or you can turn off the main power. Over here is our control panel and a broom. Yes, you can have the broom with the RV. We'll include that. That's brand new. We bought it just for this RV. It has 18.5 hours on the generator. Generator's brand new. It's got 18 hours on it. Probably half of that was run by me, but there's only 18 hours on the generator. So these generators could run for 4,000 hours and longer before you do hardly any service. Oil changes, yes, but they're very reliable. These Cummins generators, Cummins has a very good reputation. All your level tests to see what your tank levels are is right here. Your generator start stop, your step enable or disable. So when you open the door, the step will stay out if you're at the campground, but if you're going to the shopping center or the gas station, you want the step to come in when you close the door. and you change the switch position for that reason. Now if you're driving, the step will automatically go in no matter which position it's set at. And then these are your ceiling lights, your slide, extend and retract, your water pump enable and disable. So we're taking this Mercedes Sprinter motorhome for a little test drive here through a neighborhood. Let's see how many miles are on it right now. Currently the odometer says 11,661. I've been driving it around a little bit. It's got 11,661 miles on it. We're driving it in a neighborhood. We're going to try out the backup camera here in a second. So let's back it down this little cul-de-sac here. Let's try the backup camera. So we're gonna try the mirrors and the backup camera, show you how easy it is to drive. So I shift it to reverse, and then the backup camera appears. And checking my mirrors, it's very easy to see right down the side of the RV in my mirrors. And using the backup camera, and I can back safely down this cul-de-sac using just the backup camera and the mirrors. I don't need anybody back there guiding me. Great visibility, nice big windows. No problem to back up this motorhome. Easy to drive, and it's very peppy. It's got a turbo diesel engine. So thanks to the turbo, when you're driving up in high altitude, that turbo helps out a little bit to keep the air compressed going into the engine, so don't lose as much power going over high mountains, over 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 feet high elevations. You can still chug right up those hills. We have a beautiful day here in Southern California with snow on the mountains. With a motorhome, you can head right up for the mountains. And if they tell you to stay at home, it's like, you're home. You're home. You have prime real estate. A lot of the campgrounds, most of the campgrounds nationwide are open right now. Even in April 2020, the campgrounds are all open up. So I just took a trip from Dallas to California, the long way through Colorado. Texas to Colorado to California. It was a nice long isolated trip, and we didn't see very many people, but the campgrounds were all open, stores were all open. So this is an excellent way to travel. You've got your own restroom. Of course, you could use the restrooms at the fueling stations, but you have your own private restroom with your own cleanliness level standards to maintain with a small motorhome like this. And if you're older and you just want to take a short little drive and stop and rest for these long excursions, you can. Not a problem. Super easy to drive. So let's see if we can park this in a single parking space, just one parking space. That one has an overhang, so we're going for that one. And then, being that it's a short 24-foot Mercedes-Benz, and I'm driving with one hand because I'm holding a camera, let's see what we can do to get it into a single parking space. You know, with a lot of RVs, you kind of have to be a little arrogant and take 4 parking spaces. And maybe in some occasions you need to take 2 or 4. But because we can back up over the low curb here, and there's no pole behind us or bushes, we can go all the way back until the wheels touch. There you go. Let's see how we did. Let's get out and take a look. So we're overhanging, but we have the ground clearance to do it because this is a low curb. If it was high curb, you couldn't do it. With low curb, it's no problem. You can take 1 parking space. So if you're in the turnout at a national or state park, the potential of parking in 1 single parking space or the minimum amount of space makes it really convenient and desirable to take this RV on these longer cross-country trips where you have your own restroom and you can park it almost anywhere. So now we're up on the roof. I'm going to show you a couple things on the roof here. Everybody likes to see the roof. Now this has a weatherproof vent cover, so you can leave the vents open in the wind. They're not going to get ripped off, or the rain. The water's not going to come in. And it lets you keep the vents open so the fresh air can circulate without fear of something undesirable coming into the coach. Now, this has 4 rooftop vents. You only need 2, but it has 2 extras. And then you've got a high-powered roof air conditioner, a giant awning over the main slide-out to keep rain and dirt and debris and sun heat off of the slide. And of course you have a full-length main power awning, a digital TV antenna here for over-the-air broadcasts, picks up hundreds of channels in my area. And then we've tested the roof, it's got no leaks, it's all sealed up nice and tight up here. And this one is solar ready. It's got solar connections right here on the roof, so if you want to install solar panels, the solar hookups are right here, easily accessible on the roof. So everything you need to live off the grid in this RV, or shelter in place in the middle of nowhere off the grid with your onboard electricity. So thank you for watching my video. This is Mike Johnson. I'm signing off now. I really appreciate you watching my video. Check my website, see if it's available still. Look on the website first, mybestcar.com. That's mybestcar.com. If it is available, you can give me a call, 951-681-2101, to ask questions about it. Thank you for watching.